This podcast is proud to be part of the Blueberry Network. That's blueberrywithnoease.com.
Hey, this is John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire, and you're listening to Transpersonal Radio with Angela Lynn Gibson. Remember, your thoughts upload your reality. Think wisely and always prepare to ignite.
Welcome to Transpersonal Radio. TranspersonalRadio.com. Real talk for real life. Inspiring podcasts. Exploring personal empowerment and transformation through parapsychology, spirituality, and how your thoughts upload your reality. And now your host, Angela L. Gibson.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/transpersonal radio. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hello, this is Angela Gibson, and welcome to my podcast. So I was looking through the news today, and check it out. On PBS tonight, October 11, 2010, is the first part of a 3-part documentary called God in America. PBS describes it as a grand, if limited, look at American spirituality. Since I don't own a television right now and PBS isn't streamable through IPTV yet, I won't be able to see it. I'll have to wait until I can find it online or through a friend, but it sounds interesting, so don't miss it. If you see it, let me know what you think. Again, 3-part documentary called God in America premieres tonight on PBS. So here's your quote for the day. When you live your life with appreciation of coincidences and their meanings, you connect with the underlying field of infinite possibilities. Deepak Chopra. So if you found my blog, Spiritual Lucidity, or you found this podcast, welcome. You are meant to be here. There are no coincidences. Or are there? Those of you who know me well know that I have been on a spiritual journey all my life. You also know most of the details of different phases of that journey. The successes and breakthroughs, as well as the challenges, struggles, and even dormant periods. You know my favorite questions are why and did you know? Yes, I drive people crazy. Why, and did you know? You understand my endless quest for knowledge and comprehension, not only of the substance and matter of this dimension in reality, but of the higher purpose. Following another latent period in the spring of 1997, it heralded a reawakening of the need to once again begin my spiritual development journey with an intensity and a focus. I have been constantly driven to search for answers to questions like, why am I here? Why are any of us here? Where did I come from? Where did we come from? Where am I headed? What is my purpose? What is the soul? What is spirit? I have always felt there was more to all of this, quote unquote, than just what we could observe with our 5 senses. I understood that there was a difference between the organic brain and the mind. I understood that another dimension or dimensions exist, that the physical me was not the real me. Along my journey, I've actively sought out various experts in fields of religion and science, and I've incessantly asked lists of questions. Many tried to answer my questions, though some turned away, and yet with all the answers, there was still a drive to ask more. There was an inner knowing that this is a great theory, but this still isn't it. Conventional religion didn't fit. Science didn't complete all the gaps. Many answers were satisfactory only to a certain extent. There was still something missing. Something was still not quite right. I searched in vain, traveling from church to church, exploring various religions, both Eastern and Western constructs. I've explored various sociological paradigms, cultural belief systems, and I became a scientist myself. I've traveled to and lived in many different countries, studying languages and cultures. I've studied psychology, naturopathy, and meditation techniques. I've studied Newtonian physics and quantum mechanics. I've explored fractals and chaos theory. I've studied the theory of the golden ratio and phi. I've studied and taught physiology, anatomy, and biology. I've studied biochemical pathways of the body, and I've explored electromagnetic energies and how they interact with physical matter. I've explored the physical human body in intricate and intimate detail. And I do mean that. Teaching anatomy at the university level, I have explored the physical human body in intricate and intimate detail. And still, endless questions remain unanswered. I delved into metaphysics, exploring astrology, tarot, numerology, and archetypal symbolism. I've explored hypnosis, regression therapy, and reincarnation. I developed my psychic abilities, explored remote viewing and astral projection. I've earned certificates, diplomas, and degrees. I've constructed and deconstructed and reconstructed. I have engineered and reverse engineered. I have dissected and examined. I have used microscopes and telescopes. And I finally came to understand that all this time, I've been searching for the same thing, to intimately connect with and ultimately understand my Creator, to understand my true origin, to understand on a higher level how we are all energy and are all connected. There is a blending of physical and metaphysical. But what does it all mean? I've never fit in. I've always been different. I've always taken the road less traveled and been on the outer edges of convention. I've always understood that I am here to observe, experience, and interact with this world, and yet I am not of this world. I am just a visitor passing through. I know that I've been incarnate in a physical form before many times. I understand that I have a higher soul purpose, a role that I am to fulfill in this lifetime, and I know that when I listen to that inner knowing, it is guiding me as I allow it to a revelation of my soul purpose and an understanding of that higher purpose. I know that all my life experiences, each and every one, has been grooming me and shaping me to be able to fulfill my ultimate soul purpose, and finally, I was able to stop frantically searching and simply become quiet and rest. I was able to put out to the universe simply, this is what I know, and now I am ready for you to reveal to me what you wish me to know and do from here. I'm ready to just listen. There are no coincidences. There is divine synchronicity. There is a complexity in the simplicity and a divine order to the chaos. It's all about perspective. They say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I am ready to reawaken and reconnect. I am ready to experience a new love consciousness and a transformational interconnected soul journey. Are you ready to awaken too? Are you ready to connect? Are you ready to move forward on your spiritual journey? Are you ready to heed that inner voice and pursue your ultimate soul purpose? Are you ready to open yourself to the possibilities of multidimensional consciousness? Are you ready for your teacher to appear?
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Steve Schoen, an accomplished professional voice actor and audio producer who created my new intro and outro for Transpersonal Radio. Steve is based out of the Sacramento, California area. If you'd like to hire Steve for voiceover work, you can find him at soundsofmyvoice.com. That's sounds with an S, soundsofmyvoice.com. Steve is also an event entertainer and wedding DJ. If you want to liven up your event with a truly talented and fun personality, check out sacramentoweddingdj.com. You can also find Steve on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/steve.schoen. That's SCHON. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to Transpersonal Radio. If you'd like to suggest a future topic or be a guest, visit transpersonalradio.com. Call the hotline at 619-800-6057 or like our page, facebook.com/transpersonalradio.